Five Nights at Freddy's 2 was insane. I'm gonna give some spoilers here and stuff. I'm also eating this like sandwich. The first thing, I heard the intro again, the la 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 la. That was fire. They showed more of actually William Afton like killing children, which I really liked. At the puppet, they had the wizards, they had everything. First thing I noticed, I think the arcade machine the kids were playing at the beginning, I think it was Candy. Not the Candy Cadet, like the Five Nights at Candy's, I swear. That was, by the way, this film had like barely any Easter eggs. What's up with that? Like, I was like super expecting 500 because of what the people said on Twitter. No. There was at max candies, and then when Mike Schmidt picks up a little Freddy doll and he presses it, it goes hor 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 hor. That's the genuine audio from Abdul Sissi. I think that's how I say it. Sissi, I have no idea. That was pretty funny actually. Corey Kenshin returned as the cab driver, but like that's not really an Easter egg to me. He's kind of more just like a set piece now of the film. You know, he's just actually in the verse. Matt Pat had barely any lines. I was very disappointed in that. I was like, come on, bro. He's like all over the marketing. Kellen Goff, Toy Freddy, also barely any lines. Megan Fox got the most as Toy Chica. They got their money's worth by bringing in Megan Fox. Michael Afton was insane. You could tell it's Michael Afton to begin with. When Michael Afton turns around and then says like, oh, you're free now, Charlotte, I was like, this is FNAF. They've actually, when people are saying it's catered to FNAF fans, it genuinely was. It was a lot less Easter eggs, but it made up for more in the FNAF world. Like Charlotte was mentioned, the puppet, Henry Emily, Michael Afton, all this stuff like actually came together. The puppet taking over Abby was actually pretty spooky. I thought that was actually really spooky. The outro was The Living Tombstone. It's been so long. People at the back were singing it, so I sung along too. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I forgot the main like bit of the story. I guess it was good that most of it was just like hogwash and really talk about, but the fact that they actually did it where Mike plays FNAF 2, thank God. In the first film, I literally needed Freddy doing ding 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 the music box at the door. They should have done that. The second time, the wizards is creepy as hell. Everything looked insane. I was at Circus Baby. How have I forgot about Circus Baby? Circus Baby and Ballora is the little thingy on the wind-up music box made by Henry Emily. It didn't say Henry Emily, it said Henry, but the post-credit scene, it's just audio. But that said Henry Emily. Yeah, Circus Baby is there. So Sister Location might be more next one. It's FNAF 3 is happening next time. Fazbear Frights. Thank you, Road Sweeper outside, for making loads of noise. The puppet is in the movies now, and he wasn't defeated or anything, and he's taken over Vanessa. So they're probably going to bring in Lefty. Henry Emily's going to bring in Lefty. They've still not made an Exotic Butters joke. How have they not made it? I was waiting every time there was food for Michael to come along and go like, Exotic Butters, let's order that. Like, I'm waiting for the voice of Eggs Benedict, whatever the thing is, the guy in this location, that voice they always do, where it's the little yellow thing, not what I'm about. One or two things of the puppet looked a bit goofy, but apart from that, it was all good. I guess we'll talk about the ending now. Holy 2014 FNAF SFM animation, Old Freddy crew versus the toy animatronics. I saw so many bits online being like, if they're going to start doing a rap battle, they're going to start fighting. They did. And like, just seeing genuine Michael Afton there, and then seeing like the animatronics all fight, I was like, this is like what everyone thought the FNAF movie was going to be as a joke. But it worked for this scenario, but it was more cool than anything. Like, it is made for fans. Like, no wonder the critics thought this was horrible. As a fan, seeing that was insane. Vanessa was always, she's like, this is my family now. This is home. I'm not coming home to you, Michael Afton. She was like, this is my home. And at the end, she was going to come with him. And Mike's like, get the fuck away from me. Like, don't even come to my family. Why do you not tell me you had a brother who was also the night guard? Like, bro, fuck off. Why do you not tell me this entire different location? And but I kind of agree with him now. I kind of agree. He's like, stay the fuck away from my family. He's like, fuck off. No Markiplier. I liked the movie. As a FNAF fan, seeing the animatronics fight Michael Afton, the puppet, more gory, again, still a 15, so nothing crazy. It felt well paced, every scene was useful and everything. Cinematography obviously really good. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I just remembered one more bit. I just remembered that they did the Chica's beak fall off in Corey Kenshin's taxi, and she puts the beak back on. I forgot they did beakless Chica, which is like the thing in the law. Yeah, how sometimes there's a beak, sometimes you don't. They did that. Just remembered that. They don't call them the toy animatronics, but they say at one point like, I guess these are like toys, as if it's like a Marvel one-liner. Vanessa at one point starts opening a box, and I'm like, make it the FNAF 4 box. Like, it's so simple. It just can be there. Exotic Butters. Just, even if he's Abby, like, you want some toast? You want some exotic butter on it? I'd stand up and clap. Actually, that's another thing. Cinema experience. A bit kind of like the Minecraft movie, actually. Some people stood up. They started... No, they didn't stand up. Started clapping and everything. When the animatronics turned up and started fighting the others, I clapped along too. That was genuinely the most 2014 FNAF animation ever, where like they're fighting each other and everything. It was really Avengers. Like, we are Five Nights at Freddy's. Good movie. I enjoy it. I enjoyed the movie. Everyone started singing It's Been So Long. And then some people started chatting like, guys, what's your theories? I should have thought of saying Toy Chica is William Afton, like the One Doggo bit, but I didn't think of that. Someone shouted, there's another post-credit scene. I had to say, like, guys, someone said on Twitter there is. So that's my addition to the FNAF community of the Odeon Screen 6 in Manchester. Better than the first one by fourfold. More stuff, everything. Balloon Boy, he didn't say hello, hi, and he said hello, but there was this, hey, it was all those, which was fun.